Hi, everyone. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of mental complexes, those invisible forces that shape our thoughts, behaviors, and even our successes. What are they? Where do they come from? And how can we overcome them? In this video, we'll explore the most common mental complexes, their origins, and practical steps to break free from their influence. Let's get started. Inferiority complex. An inferiority complex is the deep-seated feeling that you're not good enough. You might think, I'm not smart enough, attractive enough, or talented enough. This complex often stems from childhood experiences, such as being compared to siblings, classmates, or even unrealistic societal standards. It's especially common among high achievers, perfectionists, and people in competitive fields. Interestingly, even highly successful individuals like Maya Angelou and Albert Einstein have admitted to feeling like imposters. How to overcome it? Keep a success journal where you write down your accomplishments, no matter how small. When self-doubt creeps in, revisit your journal to remind yourself of your achievements. You earned your success. Own it. Another strategy is to talk about your feelings with a trusted friend or mentor. Often, just saying your fears out loud can make them feel less overwhelming. Imposter syndrome. Have you ever achieved something great but felt like a fraud? That's imposter syndrome. You might think, I just got lucky, or I don't deserve this. Studies show that 70% of people experience this at some point in their lives. It's especially common among high achievers, perfectionists, and people in competitive fields. Interestingly, even highly successful individuals like Maya Angelou and Albert Einstein have admitted to feeling like imposters. How to overcome it? Keep a success journal where you write down your accomplishments, no matter how small. When self-doubt creeps in, revisit your journal to remind yourself of your achievements. You earned your success. Own it. Another strategy is to talk about your feelings with a trusted friend or mentor. Often, just saying your fears out loud can make them feel less overwhelming. Guilt complex. A guilt complex is when you feel responsible for everything, even things beyond your control. For example, I'm a bad friend because I couldn't help them. Or, it's my fault that my colleague made a mistake. This complex often arises from overdeveloped empathy or a strict upbringing where mistakes were heavily criticized. Why is it harmful? It drains your energy and keeps you stuck in the past, preventing you from moving forward. How to address it? Learn to differentiate between healthy guilt, when you've actually done something wrong, and unnecessary guilt, when you're blaming yourself for things you can't control. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that you're only human. Another helpful tip is to ask yourself, would I blame someone else for this situation? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't blame yourself either. Savior complex. Do you feel the need to save everyone, even at your own expense? That's the savior complex. You might think, if I don't help, everything will fall apart. This complex often stems from a fear of conflict or a deep desire for validation. While helping others is noble, overdoing it can lead to burnout and resentment. Why is it dangerous? It can create unhealthy dynamics in relationships where others rely on you too much and you neglect your own needs. How to overcome it? Set clear boundaries and prioritize your own well-being. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Helping others is important, but not at the cost of your own mental health. Another tip is to practice saying no without feeling guilty. It's not selfish, it's self-care. Oedipus Electra complex. The Oedipus complex in men and Electra complex in women are unconscious conflicts with a parent that stem from childhood. For example, I'll never be like my father, or my mother never loved me. These complexes were first introduced by Sigmund Freud, who believed they shape our adult relationships. For instance, someone with an unresolved Oedipus complex might struggle with authority figures or have difficulty forming healthy romantic relationships. How to address it? Reflect on your childhood experiences and consider therapy to process unresolved emotions. Writing a letter to your parents, even if you don't send it, can also help you release pent-up feelings and gain clarity. Another strategy is to focus on building healthy, independent relationships in the present. The past doesn't have to define your future. Mental complexes aren't life sentences. By recognizing them, you can take steps to overcome their influence. Start by observing your thoughts and challenging negative beliefs. Remember, you are not your complexes. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Your comments help this channel grow. See you next time.